Hello? Ugh. Alright. Well, you're on now. I think so. There we go. Right. Ugh. Yes, okay. It's on. Everything's on. Everything's fine. There's nothing wrong here. Hello everyone, once again. Welcome back to stream. Just had to fetch myself some non-alcoholic beer. Because that's the good stuff. First of all, beer. Beer, not a beer. But beer in... Anyway, the alcoholic stuff in Norway tends to be rather expensive. So, you know, we just go to... the non-alcoholic stuff, the Munkholm. I'm not being sponsored or anything, nothing like that whatsoever. I just like it. I wouldn't mind being a sponsor though. Oh, that would getting an endless lifetime supply of Munkholm. I would be very happy to put it like that. Anyway, we're gonna play some Banished. So we're gonna switch over like this. Turn our on. I think that's a good spot for it. I'm gonna start Banished once more and get back into Runeville. I might have to turn... Ooh. I'm gonna do that. Then the order will be a little bit in the background. Yet not too terribly much. Indeed. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now we're just gonna load up Runeville once more. And see if we can start planning a little bit more ahead. Because I remember last time I managed to finish the stone roads, and that, as you can see in my head, that was really nice. I don't know if I want to get the chapel yet, because it requires a lot of stone, and it does make my citizens happy, but I'm more concerned or more interested in making sure I get more houses, getting more people, and just getting more happiness all around. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna have to do. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna have to... that kind of messed it up. Okay. Right. I pressed the wrong button there, sorry. I have two screens, so... But the problem is that the boundaries of this screen here doesn't stop, so it just goes off the screen and into my regular screen. So, yeah. But... Okay, so I can see here that we have 4 builders that are not doing anything. Then we got 9 laborers. Well, we're getting enough fish at the current time. And that storage barn is almost full. We got a 19-year-old gatherer. A 13-year-old boy. I can see some promising mixing up there. That's the only thing we can do, actually. We need to get that student to become 14-year-old, and then I'll build a house. I don't dare build it before that, otherwise just a single person will move into the house. And I don't know how it works. It kind of just messes up the system a little bit. So, yeah. Okay. Now we gotta see. Okay, so what else can we build while we wait for this person to turn 14-year-old? It's late summer. We have 2 people here, 3 people here, 2 people here cutting down, so I'm gonna get a steady supply of logs and wood, which is good. Other than that, we have this one over here. Let's go into this area. Otherwise, we have a storage barn that is almost full. Oh god, that's impressive. I might have to build a second storage barn just to have enough just in case. But the problem is, if I get another storage barn, people will sometimes go to a storage barn with almost nothing in it and then choose, let's say, just roots. They won't choose a different set of food types. So, since that is the case, I'm more interested in actually the marketplace then. For example, having it like here, because then I can have a few houses over here and plan some expansions over this way. There's a small mountain here, but large open fields here. Should be promising. Not too sure, actually. Go away. Sorry, that was a stupid fruit fly. If only this Lamon if he could turn into a 14-year-old boy, he could become a man. Well, a school. Could go with a hospital. That could be useful. You know what? We have enough resources for it. Screw it. We'll go with the church. We'll make this the pious gang of the century. Screw food. Screw security. If we can just believe hard enough in our overlord. I suppose that's not the I suppose that's not the right word for God. He is the mighty overlord that watches over all of us. That sounds a bit scary, but, you know. Oh, forgot to build roads there. Okay, so currently we have herbalist, hunting cabin, gatherer's hut, and forester lodge. This is a small thing while I wait, in case the other guys come back and want to keep playing Age of Empires 2. And if not, I'll just keep playing Banished. But if they return, I'll switch over to Age of Empires 2 again. Which is why the title then won't make much sense, but I can change the title. Indeed we can, and indeed we shall. Yes, I know the storage for produced goods is near capacity. What? Alright, the storage barn. Yeah, I know it's almost 90%. However, you are 14-year-old. Fantastic. Give me a house. Like, as fast as you can. There we go. Oops. Increase priority for that house and get to work. We have a lot of iron as well. Go away! Seriously, would you go? Sorry about that. Fuck's sake, it must look so dumb in front of the camera. There's this stupid fruit fly because I don't know why, but there is this thing where the trash seems to spawn a lot of fruit flies. I don't know what. We keep emptying the trash, but the fruit flies just keeps piling up. Really frustrating and really annoying. Anyway, let's get back at hand. At the current time, we're just waiting for the church to build. I gotta say though, hats off to... Oh, I can't remember the name of the guy that developed the game, but hats off to him. Perfect music, perfect atmosphere. I don't know what else you can ask for. The storage for produced goods is near capacity. Yeah, we're gonna have to go for another storage barn, don't we? Otherwise they're just gonna place the storage goods. Seriously, I am going to... Didn't manage to catch it. Okay, fair enough. This must be the weirdest video ever. Go away. Okay, right. Have I told people that I hate fruit flies? There we go. The house has been completed, now just gotta wait for people to move in. And I think the 13-year-old... Yes, indeed! 14-year-old is the magic limit when people can move in together. Okay, so that's good. I get a bit of a guilty conscience just sending 14-year-old to a 20-year-old, you know, boy or woman, it doesn't really matter. It must be scary as shit being just into puberty. The body goes through immense changes, and just for a guy, just seeing a girl will make his body just explode with different feelings. And I don't know what it's like for girls hitting puberty, but for guys, we can't think straight. We're completely insane. That said, we do learn how to control ourselves, though. I'm gonna get some more hide coats. That would be nice. Soon the chapel will be done. And we can plan a bit more building. What would be cool if we could get the town hall, because I don't want it too close to the church, because for me that doesn't really make sense in the term of city planning. The town hall doesn't really serve any other purpose than giving information about the town in general, and nomads can come to the town. But at the same time, I don't want it too close because it doesn't look good. I'm just trying to think of what the town in my hometown is. Now that I think about it, crops are right next to the cemetery, actually. Well, what could look nice if is if, for example, we assign some people to make orchards and get orchards along this side here and on the right and left side of the church. You know, have trees of plums. I think it was plums we had. I can check. Peaches. Oh, peaches would be lovely. We're gonna have to wait though because it's late autumn and... Sorry, that was a bit of a burping. You didn't have to know that, but, you know, whatever. Okay. The school is, production-wise, going good. I am going to remove the resources from this area. So we can get a nice backyard. So it's I like to say, you know, recess, the children can run back here and play here, between the houses. If it gets cold, they can just go home or inside the school to warm themselves, get food. We are 90% full. I would say we're doing okay. These guys are fetching extra stuff. Time to start up the woodcutter once more. And let's get a preacher. There we go. And here we can see that we are 34 members of the chapel of the church. And this one, you can have up to 100, I think it was. So that's good. That's really nice. So that wise, let's see. We need to get something else now, because now we've got 6 laborers that are not doing anything. Well. We got a 15-year-old boy there. And 8-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 2-year-old, 1-year-old. So 6 years until she will be old enough. That'll be at least 3-4 seasons. Okay. But we have enough laborers to do more though. So let's think now, what do we actually need? It would be very nice with a marketplace. Oh, I didn't see this. There's a small bulge here. Might be a bit problematic. However, we have 66 stone. It requires 62 stone and 40 iron and 58 wood. If I get this though, and with 2 people on that working, people will be able to... It doesn't really matter if the storage barn is done, then that storage barn will be emptied. My problem will be solved in terms of storage capacity. You know what? We'll do it. We'll get a marketplace a little bit early for it. Technically, it's not exactly the most necessary thing to get yet, but yeah. You know what, let's get a marketplace. Let's get a marketplace and assign a lot of people to it. And I'm gonna place 5 people working on it because I always want 1 extra laborer. Well, my nose is itching. Storage for produced good is near capacity. Oh gee, Columba. Okay, we gotta I'm gonna risk it and just assume that the teacher will not die. And we're gonna increase the priority on this building. There we go. And let's speed it up. 94% full. The reserve of stone is low. Yes, I know. We're gonna be able to do okay. These guys are building now. We're gonna get the marketplace. I'm gonna stop you. There we go, fantastic. We have 40 clothing, 46 tools, a lot of herbs, a lot of food, firewood, and logs. Yeah, we are gonna do splendid, fantastically, and all that. It feels so good playing this game. It just hits me right where I live. Okay. We now have a chapel. People have done building there. I'm gonna put 2 people on the market. At the current time, we don't need more than 2 people on it. At least in my opinion. And I suppose I need to get roads. We need more stone though. Where do we have stone in the area? There's some stone over there, but if I just build a simple dirt road like this, I can assign 2 people to that, and the rest to gather this stone over here. And there's some stone over here though, with stone roads, so I can task people with gathering this stone and increase priority for this stone immediately, so they won't go that far away. So that's good. So we can plus this up. We are late winter, and I'm gonna get 1 person off the road building so that we can plant crops, because now I can start, since we have the marketplace that has been filled up quite nicely. The storage barn is now more easily. Hello again, Elville Arouche. Welcome indeed again to the chat and the stream and all that goody stuff. And let's see, I'm trying to strategize on what I should do now, because as soon as spring comes, it will get colder before it gets hotter again. So I'll wait placing out the crops. Well, as long as I don't start working on it, I should be okay. I'll get an extra stone road around it, like so. And in the beginning, since I can remove the crops, yeah, I'm gonna place the crops over here. So in the meanwhile, I'll do 7 by 7, 7 by 7, and another 7 by 7. So we're gonna get 3 people on the crop fields. I'm gonna be able to get cabbage and corn. I figured out by 7 by 7, if you just place 1 person on it, that will work best. Any more than that, and they won't, most likely in most cases, be able to harvest enough. And if you place more bigger crop fields, you need more people. So 1 person on a 7 by 7 is usually enough, actually. So you got that going for you, which is nice. And the roads have been built over here. We can stop that. And now it's early spring. We just have to wait for 3 degrees just in case. Okay. And we can get 2 corn and 1 cabbage and get 3 farmers. There we go. Lastly, I'm going to increase the priority so that the farmers will just go straight to workplace. And hopefully with time we're going to be able to get a lot of good crops. Okay, so you're 10-year-old now. I gotta wait 4 more years in the terms of aging process for the children before I can get more houses. I got a 10-year-old boy there, a 16-year-old boy here, Terry. You won't be able to match up with anyone quite yet though, but it's okay, we can wait. We have enough people still. People seems to be fairly happy with this, the happy way of life. People are now getting these farms seeded, which is quite good. The cover picture. Oh, thanks. No, I actually didn't draw it. It was a friend of mine that drew it for me actually a while back, I think, when I started my YouTube channel. And oh, I can't remember. She had a, was it a DeviantArt page or? Oh yeah, I can't remember the exact name, but my YouTube channel has the details of it from in my old videos. A lot of the new videos that I've had have been streaming because I kind of screwed up in the editing department because I had to reformat my or fix my computer, so I had to like wipe the hard drives. So everything of my editing software was gone. And I don't have it now, and I suspect that the guy that gave it to me, it must not have been very legal because he just gave it to me. So I have to save up to some real money so I can start editing again. But that was not the question. No, I did not draw. I did not draw the drawing, the cover art. That was a friend of mine, and I can later look it up actually and put it in the description. So that you can go check out her page if you want to. She is amazing at drawing. She's become way better, even better than the drawing you see in the cover art. She's improved immensely, and she does commissions, and very nice price for it. You get what you pay for, very nice quality. Yeah. It's the same name as my Twitch account. Yes, it's Rune Norse for my main account, and I have a second account, you know, the Nordic RTS Report channel, but that is just basically based on strategy games, so yeah. Okay, there we go. Yes, Rune Norse from my YouTube channel. There we go. That's what I like about Banished, is that you can decide to take a little bit, you know, relaxing if you want to. There's no need to rush it. You can go down to +1 if you just want to look at your town, just imagine how the daily lives is going, how the gender of Flemington, 40 years old, working in the field, while Rose, which is a man apparently, is watching Flemington work, and now he runs off and straight through Vinnie Freddy, which is a woman. I would assume. The name generator in this game is very amusing though. I think what was the name I ended up with? Someone that is called, I can't remember. It was something so incredibly silly. I mean, you have Ilio, Jolene, Armon, Jorlondin, you know, that can be perfectly okay names actually. Chauncey, Hobart, Lassity, Bentonia, you have Kios, Shio, Alayton, Kalisha, Lamon, Eleni, Mistia, Hard. You have a name called Hard. He is hard. Lillicent, Sevardo, Burgion, Lances, Galantis, Mela, Jesse, Billa, Graydon, Kinda, Terry K, Helinette, Henriette. Wait, what? Yeah. Flemington, Perlind, and Rose, and Dolores, Terrell, Velino, and Permella. Interesting names. Banished is different from Age of Empires Civilizations is that while Age of Empires 2, Civilization, all that stuff has the potential for military play, that is basically what you end up doing. All the economy building, all of the base building of buildings that you actually build with economy and stuff like that, everything in the end goes towards researching things so you can get military units, and as the game has in the mini title, Age of Empires, Age of Conquerors, Age of Kings and stuff like that, it's more military based. Same with Civilization, you can win by diplomacy, but most games end with military conquest. Banished is just purely just building a town, surviving. Imagine Minecraft and City Skyline, or you know, is a Sim City in the sense that you build a town, but you have to survive as well. You can't just let them do whatever they want. You actually have to pay attention. And I apparently haven't done that because this guy has been working on the logs, even though it's late spring. One builder is not longer necessary. Well, the stones. I don't see the stone what is being built there though. Might put something there. So yeah, Banished is more single player relaxation game based on the fact that you just Just build a lot of stuff until you have the whole map filled. I once had a game where, yeah, as I previously mentioned, the whole map was built on. There was not a single piece left. I actually have gameplay showing that on the Nordic RTS report channel. Hang on, I can write it actually in here in the chat. From the Nordic RTS report. There we go. That is, it's gonna be a little bit laggy with the terms of me talking and me writing it, but the Nordic RTS report has, you know, my strategy games, but it also encompasses Banished, because I consider it technically a strategy game of some kind, because it's strategy and survival and city building and managing happiness, food, health. So yeah, it's a quite complex game, even though it's very simple in its execution, I feel. So yeah, we got that going with this game itself, and that's why I feel it doesn't really get that much. It hasn't really gotten that much popularity yet. It deserves more, in my opinion, at least. So yeah. Now they built a stone road here. I managed to get this fixed. I'm gonna be able to get some crops field from that. How old are you now? You're still 10-year-old. That's not good. I need more people in the field. I need you guys to have more tender love moments. Let's put it like that. Or in other terms, sex. So yeah. Now let's see though. Good gracious, there seem to be 6 people in the stream now. That is impressive. It's always nice though having people in the stream. Since I sometimes upload this to YouTube, I tend to talk even though there's no one in the stream. It's also a good habit though, just in case people actually come into the stream. It's not that, it's just that I also have it as a habit because, you know, it's a very lovely hobby. You can play games, you can talk about things, you can talk to people in the chat and on YouTube. I like it when I get sometimes comments and I can get a discussion going. I have sadly had to delete some comments on YouTube. Not if they say that they disagree with me, it's more that if I see people just spamming for the sake of spamming or they're just trolling. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy some of the content. It has been a bit of a lacking in quality, I feel, because I've been streaming recently. But once I get hold of a nice editing program again, I'll be able to make more funny content again, I feel, because I love to try to just experiment a little bit with the editing of videos and stuff like that. For example, when I now played on my main channel, Runeville, the Dead Space game, and I had it in Norwegian. First of all, the editing was a bit fun, trying to narrow it down a little, but, you know, it's a Norwegian gameplay. I just speak purely Norwegian, but I put on English subtitles. Oh god, the time it takes to put on the subtitle in a 10-minute video. Ah, sweet lord, I mean, imagine, you know, movies that are 3 hours long and people have the job of actually getting subtitles on those. Holy shit! I mean, the amount of... Sure, you know, if it is their job, it is their job, they get paid for it, but still, the amount of time it takes listening, pausing, writing it down, listening, pausing, writing it down, then making quality assurance. How many hours of a video do you have to actually watch to make sure that the video subtitles are okay? And then imagine someone just come, hey, you want to see this movie? I put subtitles on it. Oh yeah, but don't you want to watch it more then? And then I probably have watched it like... I imagine people are sitting after intense, like a whole week of just continuous working from morning to evening, and someone just asked me if I want to watch that movie. I can imagine the death stare, or just the growling. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna have to stop doing that. It's a bit of a I gotta stop doing that. So is now hosting me up to 1 views. I was doing illegal subtitles for TV show. You were doing illegal subtitles, so basically you just made fan-made subtitles, or... Oh, nice. That was actually really nice of you to do, actually. I would love to do it myself, but I know how much work it is, so I can only, at the moment at least, keep it to my own YouTube channel. So yeah. Okay, we gotta speed things up here. Once we get these crop fields done though, I'll be able to have more build power, as we can get more shit done, pardon the language there. What I think we have to do, since we have the marketplace here, is that after this I want to get a hospital, and I'm actually considering getting the hospital. I'm thinking of right next to the church, on this side here, and get, for example, orchard here, so we get a little bit of a buffer zone between the cemetery and the housing area, so it doesn't look too sad and too bleak. So it is a bit of a plan. So let's try it. What we're gonna do is that sometimes what I actually do is that I just pause the game and I put down a lot of buildings to see how it looks. And if you put a hospital right next to the church, because in the village of Runeville we go full on for the, if you get hospitalized you can end up in a hospital, and if you need counseling and guidance from the priest you can just jump into the hospital. But if it doesn't go well, you can go straight in and have a speedy delivery straight 6 foot down under, and that took a very dark turn. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so the hospital will require 2 people, 78 stone and 32 iron. We have that, fantastic. Then I'm gonna pause it, unpause it, and once I get the hospital up and running, I want to see how I can do it, because, you know, the marketplace gives me a lot of options of building houses a long way from the marketplace. Yeah. Elvira Rouge is now hosting area up to 1 views. What does the hosting mean again? I have no idea, because I'm still learning, you know, streaming and Twitch and all that stuff, so I'm not too certain about it yet. But yeah. Let's see. They will be disturbed by the bells. Bells? What bells? Right. Sorry, I just had to chew done. I should stop eating this much candy though, because it does make me ill technically. The logic is very clever in capitalism world, yes. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, now that we have this stuff here, I'm gonna have to think of where I want to, where, I gotta speak English properly. I gotta figure out cables. No. My headset is almost broken, so it's all like, yeah. Oh, that's what hosting means. Oh, well, thank you indeed. Thank you indeed. Oh, that's actually very nice, hosting and stuff like that. That's actually very clever. Anyway, I'm gonna have to think now, because I gotta think of where I want my next expansion. I could go through here, just build a tunnel. They won't move that faster through a tunnel, but still, I'll be able to get a tunnel through here. Get an expansion going. They won't be able to build that much here though. Can they build fishing docks here? I can get 1 fishing dock next to the river here, and I can get a few here and 1 here. So this can be my fishing village if I get a marketplace along this line. Then I can get a few houses next to the riverside. And up here I can have workplaces as well. There's a large lake area here though. And this will be emergency placements. The one in the hospital will be disturbed by church bells. Alright, yeah, I didn't think of that. Well, we have... I would say we wouldn't really have that much church bells. In the city of Runeville, we just chant with very big runes. I'm not sure how this works, but anyway. Well, We gotta go for an effectivized system though. Okay, so what I plan though is that what I want to do is that if I plan ahead in the future, the problem is that the map is so broken up. I really dislike it actually, because it's gonna make it interesting how I'm gonna be able to build this. Yeah. Huh. Okay. We are going to have to either expand into this area. This area had a large possibility for expansion, but very thin expansion. Well, we can move over to this side, and it will give us an immediate way of expanding, but very thin way of getting roads over here. I can't expand over to this side, and yeah, having it this close, for example, here, will allow me to have houses on this side, getting a tunnel through here, houses on this side, production facility over here for food, and some expansions over here. It can work, it can work. It's just gotta make, it all comes down to my decision making. It's no mountains in the way of here, and the houses will stop there. So if I put it there, I can expand down there as well. Okay, it's time for the my god, my voices cannot function properly today. It's time for the decision making, truly. We are going to commit to this side here, pause it, and same goes with the tunnel system. We can get a tunnel through here. And there we go, and pause that one. And does this require a tunnel as well? A very small tunnel, but okay, we're gonna get a tunnel here. Okay, so that has enabled us to get through. Okay, so let's think now. We have a marketplace here, we have ability to get fish from this place here. So, process-wise, we will require a fishing dock there, and a fishing dock there, and one last fishing dock there. And this marketplace encompasses all the way over here, so I can get houses even close to the fishing docks. This marketplace will also require storage barns. We will have to pause these so I can actually see where they are being built, otherwise there's no point. Okay, so this marketplace is here, and if we put a marketplace, let's see. Let's put it there. There we go. One extra storage barn. And now we have that planned ahead, and I can start putting out houses and other stuff if I want to in the future, so I know which way I actually want to expand with my village. I can still fill out this place over here, but this will be my next expansion when I get enough villagers. So, indeed. Okay, then we can start the game once more and play and get the hospital running. And after I get the hospital running, I can start then planning the trading post and hopefully get more resources through that. So it's going to be interesting to see what will happen. It will be interesting to see. And we'll get through this season, and then I'll just check a little bit around to see if the other guys that I've been talking to wanted to get more games going on. Yeah, Banished does have... You can be very lucky or unlucky with the maps, and a lot of the times I would just build and not plan that much ahead until I figured out that, okay, this road over here can lead to an expansion. Boom, get a road over there, get a marketplace up. Okay, that's sphere of influence. 6 houses there, 6 houses there, 6, 6, 6, 6, and then I get fish, 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 fish. This is going to be the agriculture area, so here's going to be a lot of crop field, for example. Here's going to be pastures, here's going to be gatherer's hut. It just ended up becoming something that I did out of habit. Well, it might not look that good on paper yet. It will work. Hopefully. Okay. They're getting the hospital built. That is fantastic. We have Mela and Winfredi Talk about girl power. They're both working hard. Well, I mean, Freddy just jumped away into the cemetery to idle a bit. But anyway. Okay, fantastic. Late summer, the corns are being harvested. We have almost finished the crop fields for the cabbage. So after that, we are going to be able to have access to berries, corn, onions, mushroom, venison, herbs, fish, roots, cabbage. Wow, these guys are eating really well. I'm going to get the hospital online along with the herbalist. I'm going to have a chapel and a cemetery just in case people die. I will have access to blacksmith and tailor. These guys are living the life at the current moment. And since we have a little bit of extra work power, I'm going to build a bridge over this side. It doesn't require that much resources, luckily, because then I can start getting and fetch these rocks and the iron from over here. And after this wooden bridge has been completed, I will then get a road just straight out. The marketplace is there. Hang on. The marketplace is there. And how will that look? Hey, that is perfect planning. That is just straight forward ahead. Fantastic. That's going to look very good. And if I then, for example, in the future as well with the housing, have a boarding house here, right next to the bridge, so that they will still be close if people don't have homes. If they lose their homes, they'll be able to get to workplace close by to both towns. Due to the time, you know, summer goes by, I consider this a town and this the neighbor town. I don't technically see it as a big town itself. So while this will become the capital, this will be the neighboring town. For example, you have where I come from in Norway, you have like small towns like Lærdal, Aurland, Sogndal, Årdal, all these different small towns, and they're not one big one because they're separated by large roads. And that's what I consider here though, a large road connecting to the neighbor village. So that's very nice. Okay, so now these two crop fields have been stopped. I can stop the production there and take two farmers off. This guy can 97% yield. It's early autumn. He is harvesting. Fantastic. We have 3 laborers working at the current time. We have enough wood to survive this winter, so I don't have to get more firewood until the winter itself. And iron-wise, let's get a little bit extra iron. We have 31 tools, 29 amount of stored clothes, and a lot of food. So we are doing splendidly. The village of Runeville is just booming. As long as no sudden diseases or natural disasters such as a tornado shows up, I should be good. Well, we should be good. The village should be good. Okay. The reserve of iron is low. Yes, I'm quite aware of that. The foundation for the hospital has been completed. And let's remove the trees here. And we can replant them later, but I want to be able to see the hospital. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to delete those farms. Oh, by the way, that's something I find. My civilization can't exactly evolve, no. I can use mods to achieve that, get extra buildings and, you know, like the mod with roads make you go faster, but I can't exactly evolve it, no. I can get trader and get more goods and stuff like that, and, you know, in one sense evolve in the fact that I can upgrade my houses to stone houses, but not in the end of actually like getting to Dark Age, Feudal Age, Castle Age and stuff like that. That is not, you start in technically just one age in like in general in Banished, because, you know, it is a very simplistic game. So yeah. Good, the hospital is up and running. We're gonna have to get roads to it though. So, I think I'm gonna do... Oh, you have to be joking. Please chop that tree down. Good job, Perlind. Well done indeed. Now chop that tree down for me and I can get this road on the road. Right. Logic. There we go. Yeah. There we go. And assign not 2 people to be physicians, but there we go. Smashing! We have cleared this area of trees. And do we have enough storage space? 33, yes. Then we're gonna get a bit more stone from this area. And let's get the iron as well. And, yeah, you know, while we're at it, let's go for the trees as well. The reason why I'm doing this, though, is because if I use to remove resources, you see these mushrooms down here, they will remove that as well. And I don't want to do it over in this area yet, because in case I want to build something that is gathering food over there. So, yeah. Oh, right, I forgot. I need to have builders here so I can build a road. And yeah, so far we're doing good. We have risen to 38 members. Oh, by the way, how are we doing? You are 13-year-old, you're almost 14-year-old. I can start planning the building of the houses then. Now the question is, where will I have the houses? I don't want to have it in the church area, the church residency. I could get one closer to the workplace of here. But these houses here will do that job for me. I could get it closer to the fishing dock, but still that is fairly centralized. What else do I need to build other than that later though? I could get a town hall, and I imagine it would be nice getting a town hall like this. When the trader comes in, you will be able to see the town hall. It would have to make sense though, because I love having the town hall in such a way that you can have a big plaza with a well in it and stuff like that. So we're gonna wait with the town hall, but I will have it in the back of my mind though. Market, the stockpiles, we don't need that at the current time. We have enough room still in the storage barn. 64% full, that is fantastic, and we can plan this soon. Okay, I got a little bit of a pause happening here now, because now it seems that people have, hang on, they've got to switch over to the web camera for a short while, and indeed, smashing. Okay, fantastic. 1 sec, need to finish up this stuff. Okay, so what happens now is that the other guys have returned from their small fancy break. So what I'm going to do is I have saved the game, and I'm going to stop the Banished games at the current time, because I'm going to switch over to Age of Empires 2, and hey! A guy got 2nd place in a costume contest. Nice, indeed. That doesn't make any sort of sense for you, I suppose. But I'm going to end the stream and then get back into it so I can, you know, have videos and then in the future upload it to YouTube. So please stay tuned, and I'll be back in maximum of 3-4 minutes. That's the longest way. So talk to you in a slight second here, and I'll be straight back.